everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I'm going to do a full moon in Leo reading, although we are not, we are through the full moon, we are on the other side of it, but I wanted to get one. Wanted to try to get one uploaded for us before we got too far out of the energies. So I'm going to connect here and see what this full moon wants to tell us. And I'm going to try using the Twin Flame Tarot. I'm going to open with the Symbols deck. Let's just see what happens here. Give this a whirl. Maybe use some charm cards from Mystic Moons. Yeah, let's just see. Okay, focusing on everyone, Law of Attraction. This full moon in Leo. Always working. Changing the goal. I'm not flying. For protection. What wants to come for everyone. Full moon in Leo. There it is. This one. You have wealth. Love it. Pretty simplistic, but if you want to work with a sigil or a symbol, what have you. Now this could be financial. This could be, wealth of anything. A lot of growth and abundance. Says you are rich on all accounts. Abundance, love, and energetic riches surround you now. Meditate on this symbol to draw more financial prosperity, abundance, and all that you need into the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual planes. The Norse symbol for wealth. I'm going to hold it up for everyone to see. So that is our symbol that is important for this full moon, is helping us with wealth in all areas. You know what? I'm going to get a spirit. Let's do a spirit of light and dark. And this one has the wrong. I'm getting the deck all mixed up, so let's shuffle. Spirit of light and dark. Oh, I love it. Let's look at these. When I see Santa Claus, I want to look. I'm like, We're going to get him out here because I love Santa. Saint Nicholas, gifts, generosity, assistance, spirit of the heart, identity, vibration, soul essence. Interesting. So Santa's helping us with that energy and bringing gifts. So just not Santa, I connect Santa, of course, to, Santa Claus, but Saint Nicholas, the actual saint, and Odin and Thor energy, all kind of combine to me when I see that. So I want to, which is interesting because we have the spirit of lightning, and lightning is a symbol connected to Thor. So it's very strongly, coming up here as helping, assisting us. Let's just try another one here, but when I cut, sometimes I just go with what I cut. But let's see what comes out for the full moon in Leo. What's happening? What's coming? What's assisting us? What spirit? Ooh, it wanted to fall down through there. Oh my gosh, this is another one that keeps coming to me. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Hecate or Hecate. But she's been coming to my attention, and it's interesting because she's connected to dogs, and today I found a dog. Long story, but I ended up finding its owner, and it was just like a little bit of an afternoon with this dog. So it's interesting that she comes up here. Goddess of Night, Crossroads, and Ghosts. So she's helping us. And again, recently she's been coming to my attention for a while now, maybe 6 months. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I was back home still when she started to come to me. But she is associated with dogs. So dogs are unconditional love and loyalty, and also wolf. They're connected to the wolf, which we are in this wolf moon. This is the full moon in Leo, but it's called the wolf moon too. So interesting. And for some reason, I'm going to pull one more. Even though we have 3, I feel like I want to pull one more. There's something more to say here. Spirit of the Scales, karma. Oh yeah. Yep. spirit of the scales, karma, justice, balance, spirit of connections, fated meeting, soulmate, divine counterpart. Again, another energy that keeps coming and coming and coming for readings. The top one is spirit of waters, which I love because I love the ocean. I love Yamayai. Cleansing, healing, emotions. So all these spirit energies are helping us, which is a lot. I got all my favorites. I love it. It's like, you know, the energy of Yamayai, the energy of Saint Nick and Thor and all those energies, and now the dog energy is just all amazing. So let's see what we got to say for the actual reading. Where are we in the light of this moon? Which I'm going to take where I cut because I just am. So I might be doing this through the whole reading. Where we are right now is the Queen of Light, which is the Sun, and the Witch, which is the Magician. So a lot of positive manifestation. We are taking on, you know, we're always taking on light. More light is coming in and filtering. We are rising, we are ascending. And so we are becoming more light body, more light field, right? So it's funny, the beaker, the glass thing here is kind of like an important message to me as well. But it's like that golden liquid in the beaker even. The Witch is manifestation. So again, where we are right now is, you know, taking on, manifesting with the light. We're manifesting in the light. We're manifesting with the light. We're seeing more. We're gaining more clarity. We're manifesting without, you know, I know that sounds weird. We're manifesting without confusion, but that was like the words that came. We're manifesting without confusion. But I'm keeping those because that's what I saw. I just felt like that was our message. And this 19 is the Sun card, Queen of Light, 1111, and the Witch. And it's being seen too. There's something about that we're being seen, because as you know, sometimes it's hard to be known as the witch, and I feel like a coming out kind of feeling here too. It's like not hiding your abilities, not hiding who you are, not hiding this energy that is within. It's like the witch within you is being revealed, or you're allowing it to be revealed. You're allowing it to be seen in that, you know, coming out in the light. So I feel like a coming out of the witch from within. The witch within coming out. It's like a coming out party for the witch within. There's like a feeling that came up there before I moved on. Okay, so that's where we are in the light of this moon. What has grown since the new moon? Which, again, the new moon was the new moon in Capricorn, which Capricorn is always, for me, connected to Saint Nick. So I love that he's out here and he's helping us with love, with the spirit of the heart, you know, so he's helping us with love as well. What has grown since that new moon? In Capricorn. What is grown for us since the new moon in Capricorn? Spirit. What's this one? I'm going to take the top and bottom too. I'm going to look. Oh, okay. Suspension. This is the, I felt a lot of, you know, holding back or being held back, or, you know, it almost feels like suspense, you know, like a dun 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 dun, like a scary movie kind of feeling. Like, instead of being like suspended, or, you know, the feeling of the hangman. But hangman is about enlightenment, you know, it's like stopping and pausing, or being held up for a period of being enlightened. So it can certainly be that. But when I put it with these other two cards, it just feels like, you know, that suspenseful feeling, that quiet anticipation when you're watching a thriller movie. So that's a feeling that I feel has grown for us since the new moon. So a bit of mystery, mysterious energy. Could have to do with a fire sign or a fire sign person. The King of Flames, this could be a masculine energy, doesn't necessarily mean it has to be. But this also is the same energy as the moon, right? So I'm going to kind of liken this to the full moon in Leo itself. So it's kind of like highlighting this full moon in Leo. I feel like the message here, beyond this being a person, and it certainly can be, so you may be having a suspenseful moment with a person. But this is representing to me right now, the way I'm reading it, is that this moon, like up from from then to now, this feeling of silent suspense has been growing, it's been heating up, and it could be accumulating right now. It's like building up pressure, like what's gonna happen, is somebody gonna jump out, and that kind of feeling has been what has been growing and kind of like building power, building up that energy. I'm gonna pull no, they're saying I'm gonna pull a spirit of light and dark. Because the mystic moon, this is the high priestess, so this is silence, this is quiet, this is not speaking, right? So it could be the suspense of silence, something that's unsaid or not being said is building, momentum is building up. What else has grown since the new moon in Capricorn? And this could be your own too, like maybe you're being suspenseful. And you know it or something, and you're just building up, I don't know, you're not masquerade, false, hidden, deception. So something hidden as well is coming up. And interesting, the top card is Spirit of Castle, Fortress, Rescue, Imprisonment. Now that energy came up in my my Vampire Lovers reading. The Castle energy, which I'm not going to go into, but you might want to catch that reading as well. It has to do with past life, which it was about releasing karma, and we do have the spirit of karma here with regards to connections, right? So it did have to do with that vibrational energy of past life karma. But something's hidden. I'm going to tell you what. There's something hidden here that has to do with some past life energy that has grown. You may be becoming subtly aware of it on either a conscious level or even an unconscious level. Unconscious level, it could be making you nervous, it could be making you anxious, and you're not processing it on an awakened level. If you're conscious of it, you're starting to get memories, you're starting to think things, and you're starting to feel like past life, could be affecting this life right now. Just through signs, symbols. It could be with another person. It could be with a place. Like for me here, I kind of feel like there's something past life-ish here to do with me. And so as I'm out and about during my day, there's things that may trigger something. And I think, wow, that seems very familiar, but I can't quite, grasp it on a fully conscious level. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That kind of vibe within starts to build, right? And that could be this silent suspense. Like, what is this? Why does this feel familiar? Why does this place feel familiar? Why does that person feel familiar? Why does that thing, that I'm looking at feel familiar? And it's kind of building. Again, for some, this could be a person, but doesn't necessarily mean it has to. But that vibe is what has been building, what has grown and what is growing from that time to now. What gets illuminated? What has been hidden? And it's interesting. This says hidden. So this is part of what's been hidden, is this past life vibration. The castle, it says fortress, rescue, imprisonment. And I know it doesn't say past life, but I'm saying past life because of my own personal experience with the word castle. With a dream and, my readings and how just everything starts coming to me. Castle now is like a code word for past life. So that's what I'm getting at. And if you want more of that information, watch my last Vampire Lovers You can watch them both. I did one around Halloween, and then I was guided to do one just the other night, and it was like a continuation of the first one. What gets illuminated? What has been hidden? Gets illuminated due to this full moon in Leo. What has been hidden? What has been hidden? Could have to do with this, could have to do with something else. What has been hidden? Passion. Knight of Flames, which is interesting because we have the King of Flames. And the King is in control, right? And when a king is in control, you know, he can be maybe quiet. Maybe he can hold back, right? He can be suspenseful, like what's going to happen. But the Knight is, he moves and he comes and he goes. He comes and he goes. He's in and he's out, right? He has transportation. He's not in his full kingly power here. So there's something about this in and out of passionate energy, this in and out of movement that gets revealed. So it can be why something, it can even be your own thoughts, like what I was talking about, like being sparked by recognition. It's like, one day you could be going about your business and you're not really paying attention, and the next day everything feels full of signs and symbols and it feels like it means something. And it could be, something that's revealed is why, it's that in and out. Sometimes you're getting it, sometimes you're not. So it could be like everything is revealed to you and you now get everything, is what the feeling that just came there. So it's like a wire that's kind of like sparking. It's like sometimes it's connecting and you're getting it, and sometimes it's not. It's like they take the connection away and you're not getting anything. And so I feel like there's going to be a full-on connection to whatever Spirit's been trying to show you or tell you about, perhaps something from past life, or something that you need to be aware of in this life that's very important. Something's going to be like kind of revealed in that way. It could have to do with passion, but I'm just getting this as an in and out energy. And again, karma flew out. So we had the spirit of karma helping us, right? For a lot, I feel this is going to be relationship aspected, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to. I liken it to, like, for me, this place. So, yeah. And, karma this is the justice card. So the truths, there's a truth revealed here. I'm going to pull one more, and then I'm going to maybe do another just to see. We'll just dig a little bit. What gets revealed. See if we can find out more what gets revealed. Steady. So again, like I was just saying, in and out, but this is steady. So the truth gets revealed, and it's something that has been in and out, or, it becomes steady. So it's like it's full on pressure now. It's like where before there was a little bit, like, so you might get a little sign, or you might get a little understanding, but then it's taken away. Spirit stops, and then they start telling you again, or they start showing you again, or you start having a dream again, and then it stops. Now, what gets revealed is the full-on story. Steady, steady it is. It's coming, and it's staying, this time. And if it has to do with a person, it's going to be not in and out. They're going to become more steady. They're going to become more reliable. Like for me, I'm going to liken it back to my own situation. This is this place. This place gives me that off and on feeling of familiarity, and I have to leave. So that would be the passion card. I have to come and I have to go. I have to go home and I have to come back. So now this is actually what is happening to me, and it just now accumulated, and I actually finalized it today, actually, where I will be coming here for sure. I will be staying here. So it will be now a steady situation. In the physical, because this is the pentacle. The earth is the pentacle. So this will be a physical, full-on stay here. So, for me, this is all about me moving to the new location. Everybody, this is going to be something different. It could be a relationship. It could be same as me moving. It could have to do with a job, like maybe you're a temporary employee and you're in and you're out, you're in and you're out. Well, what's going to get revealed is the truth that now you're going to be a permanent employee. This is the kind of energy that we're talking about. It's on and it's off. It's on and it's off. And now it's on. So you apply it to your life as it applies. For me, it's this place. and it's actually happened. You know, like for the last few weeks, I've been off and on, you know, dealing with, you know, moving here. And now today, I finally, you know, I started having some off and on issues with the situation. And today I finalized it. I got it straightened out. And yes, it's still happening. So that kind of like put the clinchers on it. So it had started and then it started to spurt, you know, like there was issues that started to pop up. And I thought, is this going to occur? And then today I realized it is going to occur. So that's good. So that's kind of energy I'm talking about. Off, on, off, on, off, on, there. That's what's going to get illuminated. So long way around. I do want to pull a charm card here for some reason. What gets illuminated? So it's going to kind of add something here. What gets illuminated? Zebra. And I'm going to pull top and bottom. Whiskey decompress. And feather, divine offering. So these may be signs, black and white. Something's going to be very black and white, especially with the Justice card. It's like, oh my gosh. But something that's very unique. Whiskey could have something to do with it. I don't know. Shot. Whiskey shots. Shots. I don't know why that feels important. Shot. And divine offering. But I'm going to pull those and see what came up. So what gets released? Now, this could be something that goes away, gets released from us, you know, moves away from us, or this is something that gets released from spirit to us. So these always come in different ways, and so until I pull the card, I don't know which way it's going to be. What gets released in this full moon? King of Thoughts. Somebody's Ace of Flames. Withdrawn. Now, withdrawn can be healing, and it can be truce type of energy. But again, it's that sense of something that's kind of hot and cold, right? This is like somebody would disappear, and then it'd be hot. And then this is somebody's thoughts. So I feel like that energy gets, again, it's the same feeling of off and on, hot and cold, you know, like withdrawn and then full on heat. It could have to do with somebody's way of communicating off and on. This is going to be released, is what I'm getting. So that's the first thing. I'm going to pull from here and see what gets released. Same feeling as what gets illuminated, really. Spirit of stranger, caution, warnings, danger. So feeling like something is dangerous. Awakening, new dawn, beginnings. So this could be something that gets released to us where we don't feel like we're in fear anymore. And again, invest, solid, stable. Again, that steady feeling comes in. And no fear. Like this leaves us, this cautionary, dangerous stranger. So something's not a stranger. Something is, see, that's when we get the full-on picture, it's not strange anymore. It's like, why do you feel familiar? Why does this feel familiar? Why am I drawn to this place? Why am I drawn to this person? Because they're a stranger to you. So why would you be drawn? So this gets released, this feeling of why they're a stranger. A new beginning that is stable. Something that is reliable. Something that that is not in that stranger type of energy, right? That all gets released and healed. Well, what gets healed? I think they're all going in tandem here, but we're going to ask what gets healed. And the waiting. It's kind of funny. The juggling. Self-discovery. Self-discovery is hermit. Again, a quieter energy, something that is not engaging, right? It's a hermit that goes inward. This is something that's undecisive, the juggling, the back and the forth, and the waiting. All these energies get healed. Again, that back and forth. in and out kind of feeling. This all kind of feels intertwined to me. What gets healed? Spirit of Clover. Luck, abundance, summer. So we get more luck, angel guidance, blessings, answered prayer. So a blessing of luck and abundance comes in. It's like it's like finding a 4-leaf clover. That's what I'm hearing. What blessing comes in 30 days, which is kind of funny because that would have been a blessing, because it even says blessings, answered prayers. That's what I said. It all kind of feels intertwined, like everything's one and the same. It's like, and that may be a message, like something that is like one and the same. Blessing that comes in 30 days. This whole thing feels tied together. What gets healed in 30 days? Because of this moon. Let's see. Oh, there we go. 5 of Thoughts. This one was in my Vampire Lover reading too. And that's where the 5 of Thoughts is where the word castle came up in here, and it connected me to the past life. So, I'm going to pull these. Victory and 7 of Swords too. 7 of Thoughts. 5 of Thoughts. Victory over this defeat of... so there'll be... The blessing is victory over this, betrayal and war-like mind game kind of energy that can go on. But this war-like mind game kind of energy was the past life vibe that was affecting the life now, that needed to be like... The words were cast off in that reading. So there's going to be victory over this. Is the blessing. See what other spirits are going to bless us. Although we had all those other ones that were amazing in the beginning. We didn't see them go back and watch it again. But that's funny. This one came up. Which was the feeling of what is grown was that silent, suspenseful. This says receptive, intuitive, nurturing. Illusion, endless waiting. Again, that waiting energy and clarity. Truth. Again, it was that, like I said, the full picture, the full-on connection, the missing piece to the puzzle, whatever it is for everybody in a different situation. That's the blessing that's coming. The endless waiting, this endless, perhaps, I'm associating this with the silence of this card because they're the same image, 2 different decks. Oh God, that felt like a message. Same image. Oh, like the one in the same. 2 different separate decks. Same like image. That is so funny because it gave me that same feeling as the one in the same. 2 decks, same image. That's the blessing. This one is the Mystic Moon is the High Priestess, but this one says receptive, intuitive, nurturing, feminine spirit, which is a High Priestess. It's that woman's intuition. But I think more of the message was the 2 decks, same image. So it's like something is the same, even though it's separate. It's like one and the same. I kept saying that back here. And the illusion of endless waiting, because truth comes in, clarity comes in. Time is an illusion, right? And it's hard to believe that when we are in our true essence and our true spirit of our soul self, we're outside of time. And so I always, my spiritual team has once given me the message that a miracle is our soul making a way out of no way. And so our soul is capable of a lot of things. And so again, it's like that ability to kind of this time aspected again for me, and there's a lot going on with that too, but I'm not going to get into it. But it's like it feels like finally I get it. I finally get it. It's like I finally get that piece of the puzzle. I finally understand why this feels familiar. So I myself may get more of why I'm being drawn to this area, why this feels so familiar, why when I'm out and about I see so many signs and symbols that, you know, kind of I can feel it within me, you know, but I can't quite see the whole picture. I feel like that for me is to do with this area, and for others it could be a person, it could also be an area, it could be anything that you feel like you're just missing something has been missing in your life perhaps for a long time, and you're going to get it soon. You're going to figure it out, you're going to fill that void, or you're going to understand things in a deeper level. And I do feel it's very much tied to past life vibrations that have had a karmic resonance to it, that have kept all the pieces to come together so far up to now, but now that's being, again, from that other reading, cast off, and you're going to understand it. So they still kind of tied together, but okay. Angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love.